news is headed in at Lena Metcalfe on deck. Daniel Coyle with Henrik von Eckermann 2, McLean Ward 3, Matisse Van Asten 4,
How many
Nicola
Nations
Phillips
Cups has
5,
Dorado
Harry
done?
Charles 6, Pierre Giorgio Voci
He's not
7,
done so many, actually. I would say maybe this is his third or fourth.
Okay.
After the Pan American Games, he had an injury that kept him out, so this is his first one back since the Pan Ams.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how do you kind of prepare for a team competition a little differently than you would a Grand Prix, or do you?
To be honest with you, I don't really prepare any differently. I think, the goal is to jump clear rounds, whether it's a Grand Prix or a Nations Cup. I think, I love Nations Cups, so for me, it's really important that I try to do the best that I can on this day. But I wouldn't say that I prepare any differently.
Okay. And how did Dorado feel in this round tonight?
He felt fantastic tonight. I'm really pleased. That's probably the best he's felt since the Pan Ams. He was out for quite some time, and he's been a little bit slow just getting his fitness back. And I'm just really pleased with the way he rode around, and he jumped insane. I had the feeling was, as I was jumping the last jump, I just wanted to start smiling because he was so good.
And you've come up a few times this winter to show at WEC. Can you talk about the facility and what it means to have this here in the winter?
Well, this facility at WEC is it's unbelievable, and I think for us as riders, FEI riders, this has just been such an important thing to have happen for us, to give us a choice between here and Wellington. And Wellington is great also, but it's really nice that we can go, show a little bit there, show a little bit up here, totally different venues, so it's great for our horses. We're just so grateful to the Roberts family for building this place and running the FEI level shows that they're running. We are truly grateful.
And what does it mean to have a 5-star Nations Cup back in the U.S.? I mean, you did it last year, but to have it continuing and to be able to kind of build the, for the sport here in this area.
I think to have a 5-star Nations Cup here in the United States is so important, just for, the knowledge of the public. I think, I think riders follow, obviously, Aachen or Nations Cups like that online, the really interested ones. But here, it's great because just the general public can get a feel for it and see just how exciting it really is. And I think that young kids are here all week. They've been crazy. Good luck. We're gonna watch. So I think it builds interest in this part of the sport, and I think it's vital that we not lose one here in this country.
Laura? Diana DeRosa
Yeah,
at
hi,
this
how
television
are you?
network. I'm good, and great, always great. You're like the anchor rider. Can you talk a little bit more about your horse, specifically what he's like to ride?
My horse is really lovely to ride. He has a wonderful personality, and he's super brave. He's a little bit of a different model than I normally ride. Normally I have a fiery, hot, sort of jumpy horse, and he's a little bit more of a German type, but I think that his stride is very, very big, so that took me time to learn how to control it. But in general, he couldn't be a more genuine, sweet, lovely animal to ride and to have in the stable.
You are like the rider that every team wants. You are so consistent. I've seen you over the years in Olympics, how many Olympics and so many events, and you're consistent. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think I've been very fortunate to have wonderful horses, to have wonderful owners who've backed me now more than ever. And I'm just passionate about the sport. So I feel like, I never have felt that I've got it all figured out. I still don't. And so it's something that keeps me striving to do better each time.
And every class is different, Olympic and this type of a thing. So is there a different feeling that goes through your mind before you enter that ring, or is it always the same goals that you have?
Well, I said before, I think, our goal is always to jump a clear round no matter what competition we're in. There's always the added bit of pressure here, when you don't want to let your teammates down. But, when you're riding in a Grand Prix, you don't want to let your team down, which is your owners and your groom and your support staff all around you. So I feel like, yeah, it's always the goal to try to jump clear or do the best that we can at the time.
And what does it mean to you to be part of your team, your nation's team?
Well, it's something that I have really been enthralled with since 1992. Was the first time I rode on a Nations Cup team, and I thought right then, I said, this is really what I want to do. I just love the excitement of it, and I love the camaraderie, getting to know the other riders, watching how they prepare, watch different systems. So yeah, it's just it's really something that I love.
Well, here's hoping the second round goes just as well. And congratulations so far.
Thank you very much.